The Philadelphia Eagles are most certainly one of the NFC teams with a legitimate chance of making it to the Super Bowl. They most recently appeared in the big game as the NFC representative in Super Bowl LVII, which they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Despite the loss, they are still considered one of the best teams in the NFC. However, just like all NFL teams, the Eagles have numerous obstacles that they need to face and overcome in order to succeed. Last season, despite starting the year 10-1, they lost 5 of their remaining 6 games and lost the NFC East to the Dallas Cowboys. They then got blown out by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card round. Obviously, there are many external challenges they need to meet and best in 2024 if they are to avoid a repeat of their collapse. However, there is also an internal conflict that could stop their run for a return to the Super Bowl. According to a recent report by Diana Russini of The Athletic, head coach Nick Sirianni and quarterback Jalen Hurts have completely different personalities. The differences between the two has apparently caused some friction and, to a point, some offensive struggles. We've seen Jalen Hurts on the sideline with Nick Sirianni, and they were not going at one another. But there is definitely a difference in personality. The way I would describe it, the relationship is still a work in progress. Last year there was some disconnect between them, due to their personalities. Nick, we've seen, is a very emotional guy. Jalen is a very private guy. They are different human beings, which is fine. You don't all have to be the same, but you do have to be on the same page when it comes to what you want to do on offense. Shortly after writing this, Russini notes that Sirianni is what one might consider a conservative play caller, and Hurts does not really like that. She also reports that Hurts had a great relationship with offensive coordinator Brian Johnson. As Eagles fans may recall, Johnson was fired after the 2023 season and has since been hired by the Washington Commanders. Russini reports that the offense was called by Sirianni, not Johnson. She writes that the head coach prefers a run-first attack on offense, but that opposing teams were ready for it last year. While Hurts wanted to try more passing plays, especially in the red zone, Sirianni refused to abandon his approach. When it comes to franchise quarterbacks, there are not many that are better than Hurts. In 2022, he finished second in NFL MVP voting after throwing for 3,701 yards, 22 touchdowns, and just 6 interceptions. He also rushed for 760 yards and 13 more touchdowns. After his stellar season, the Eagles made him one of the highest-paid players in the NFL with a massive 5-year contract that pays him $51 million a year. Last season, Hurts made his second consecutive Pro Bowl, throwing for 3,858 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. He also added 15 rushing touchdowns. In other words, Philadelphia has a long-term commitment to a quarterback that continues to produce. If Sirianni cannot find a way to win with him, he could be looking for a new job. Call Mayfield Sports Marketing at 2623668188 to schedule Green Bay Packers players or alumni for your corporate appearance or product promotion. Our booking agents will work on your behalf to get you the best price for your desired sports speaker. Mayfield Sports Marketing has earned a reputation of being the one to call for booking top athletes to speak at events and trade shows. To learn more about Packers players or alumni appearance costs and booking fees, please call us today. www.mayfieldsports.com